Hey guys, how's it going? This is Prophet, and this is my Erron Black in 2025 guide. This is going to be a beginner's guide, so if you've never played Erron Black before and you want someone to start with an up-to-date guide on how he plays, how to combo, and what abilities to use, this is the guide for you. There is a really good guide on Dash Fight by Josh TQ. Josh TQ is a pro player, so if you're looking like professional level guides from someone who actually won a tournament using Erron Black and literally put this character back on the map, I would highly suggest checking out that guide. And I did learn a lot from that video, and the way I explain things though comes from someone who has nothing. You have no experience in a fighting game. I know what it's like to be a zero in a fighting game and then become pretty decent. So I'm not... the highest I've reached in MK11 is Champion, which is above average, or maybe it's not even considered average, I don't know. Anyway, I reached Champion, so I do play MK11 online, so I'd like to think, and I do play a lot of Erron Black, probably my main character at the moment. I really enjoy playing him, he's really, really fun. So let's go into the abilities. I'm just going to run over them one by one. Enhanced Lock and Loaded, really, really good. I'll show you later why it's so good. It's pretty much a must in all my classes. Outworld Gunslinger is a good thing to do because you do get more strings using projectiles. So if you want to zone a lot more, play defensively, this is a great thing to have. I use this on another build. Acid Pour is amazing. I really like Acid Pour. I like it a little bit better than Cattle Toss, but I really like Cattle Toss because Erron Black without Cattle Toss isn't Erron Black. Like, come on. If you guys are coming from MKX, you know what I'm talking about, right? Up Peacemaker is really used for anti-airing and in the corner. I don't personally use it, and I don't plan on using it. Down Peacemaker has a really fun brutality attached to it, so I use that on one of my classes. Scud Shot is a great ability for counter zoning because you can just hold 3 down, like down 3, and destroy all the projectiles, and also keep your moves safe. So if you do an unsafe move, you can cancel into Scud Shot and make it safe. TNT Toss replaces your acid, and TNT Toss, it's fun. It's fun for setting up. If you want to play defensively or plan to play setup Erron Black, you can. Nether Beast Trap is another setup move. Like you don't want to do this like literally at all unless you've knocked the opponent down because it's very unsafe on block. But if you do get it, there's a fun Fatal Blow. I mean, there's a fun Brutality, and it's a good move. Like it just takes 2 spots. I'd rather have 3 abilities instead of 2. And of course, Enhanced Rattlesnake Slide is really powerful because it allows for so many mind games, and it also allows you to make your Rattlesnake Slide safe and gives you your 4-4 now becomes safe, and it's a great move. It's really worth using. So if I was to recommend any of the 3 moves, I would say these 3, and then Cattle Toss, of course, is optional with Acid Pour. And Enhanced Lock and Load, though, it's a must, and you guys will see why later. I do have 2 other variations that I do use regularly. Acid Attack is really fun. It's a custom variation. I use these 3 moves, once again, Enhanced Lock and Loaded, Acid Pour, and Outworld Gunslinger. This is a bit more of a defensive character, this one, so I do use Outworld Gunslinger to help me get a bit more projectiles. And then I do have the Cattle Tosser build. This is just a build I use to have fun, go for brutality that I can land every time, and that's the Down Peacemaker brutality. So, yeah, I would probably like to replace it with something else, but to be honest, that's why I have my other build. Definitely my favorite skin and way to make Erron Black look, but that's gonna be it for the variations. Let's get into the guide now. Alright guys, let's start this guide off with the strings. So 111 is your fast high starter. You can special cancel it and get some nice damage. Like if you wanna, that's really good. That's just off a standard string, 23% for 1 bar. It's pretty good. 114, you can't special cancel that. Good way to end combos and place your opponent in the corner. Really, really good. I'm going to skip on the shoot for now. I want to explain that a little bit more in depth. Back to up +4. I don't really use this too much. But, you know, I don't really... It's pretty slow. Wait, let's have a look at it. So it takes me 34 frames to recover, and then it's like, you know, it's not really too useful. I think, at least. Yeah, you can't really cancel into it. You can't really do anything. So yeah, I'm not really too useful, but there is some ways to use it. I don't really use it though in my gameplay. Back 222. Back 222. 222, yeah, 3 twos. This is a dial-in string, so you have to dial in, like, you just do it once or twice. If you want to just do it once or twice, you have to dial the whole thing in. So, see that? I only dial it twice, and I dialed it twice, and only one move came out. So you have to go back 222. It's a move worth practicing, making sure you can get everything down. And of course, you can special cancel it, you know, like that, and get a more damage. Good mix-up, because it starts with a mid. It looks like a high, but it's actually a mid. Versus this, which starts with a high. So they're ducking. They can't duck this. And you get 2 sneaky overheads. So that I'll show you. Stance. So they're ducking. Why are you not blocking? Okay, don't put it on all. See that? But here, you know, goes over him. It starts with a mid, and then gets him with the overhead, so. But yeah, really, really tricky option, and yeah, just something nice you can do to mix it up a little bit. You can special cancel it, so that's really good. Next one is keep them honest. Great way to end combos. Great way to go into some pressure and set up your rattlesnake slide. So yeah, I like to use this to end combos. Here's a way I like to, you know, combo. If I say I get an uppercut, 3-2 into that really nice combo. So say I punish him. That's like really strong damage for a punish, you know, uppercut punish. 33% for like no meter. I didn't have to do that, of course, but that allows me to set up my pressure, and it's kind of a habit. Alright, let's go back to on the shoot. So on the shoot is really, really strong. This is a really hard move. It's 2-1-2-1-2, like this. But there's if you remember Put 'em Up from MKX 2-1-1-2-2, this move is similar. And if you are really good at inputting that move consistently, you can literally input it the same way, except you're going to do 1 plus 2. So you're going to do 2, 1, 1, 1 plus 2. It's going to look like this. See my inputs? Or you can go 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, you know. See that? I did 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. You can do that as well. But you got to be a little bit faster. So that's why I find 2, 1, 1, 1 plus 2 the most consistent. God damn it, I can't land it now. Can't land it, what the hell? There we go. And you can special cancel. See that? And get into your pressure. And this move is really useful because it has a punish attached to it. Allows you to draw your rifle. Really strong. Highly recommend you use that. So yeah, just practice getting 2, 1, 1, 1 plus 2. Master that. And then the way playing Erron Black becomes super simple after that, you know. Amazing damage, you know, that's really strong. 33% 1 bar. Anyway, you guys probably want to know a few other things before we get... you probably want to move straight into the moves, actually. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go into the special moves. So for this particular build, I have these moves. Yeah. So he doesn't have very many special moves, so it's really good. Cattle Toss, for this specific variation, is your command throw. You can start establishing command throw pressure. Unblockable, you know, they can't break any of that. You can meter burn it just before he does the last shot. So about now. You get 17%. This Tyrant Spit is your acid, which replaces Caltrops. It has has a normal variation, which goes about there. You have your far variation by holding forward, close, and of course you have your your regular variation, which goes about there. So it's pretty far. Like if I go like really close, that's far. If I go really close, about one jump, and then close, of course, right in front of the opponent. Does 1% damage per second. So he stood in that and he took about, let's see. So 60, 80, 100, 120. So he took about 120 damage roughly there, so just by standing at it. Yeah, he takes almost 120 damage, so maybe 110 or 11%. Good move. Next up, Rattlesnake Slide. So Rattlesnake Slide is back forward 3. It's a side switch. A low as well. Very, very unsafe on block. Like, let me show you how unsafe this is. Minus 15 on block, so they can punish you. But we do have something that will make it really good. And that is Enhanced Rattlesnake Slide, which is back plus amplify. So it looks like this. See that? And then I can go for a throw. And I can go and get command throws on you then, or like hold on a minute. I don't do this a lot, but I'll get it. Good way to get in as well. Yeah, so as you can see there, I staggered with back two, and then I went in, and instead of like then I can go for throws or whatever. So you can do that. As you can see, I'm not very good at it, but there's that. You do have the option. And finally, the reason why you use Enhanced Lock and Loaded is this. So 1 fires a gun. 2 is an upward launcher, really, really good as well. Down 3 is a overhead move. You can spam that. Does 5% damage. Down plus 3 is a launcher as well. I think you can land this twice. No, you can't. But you can land. You can land down 3 and that like that, and then of course 4 actually just reloads bullets. So you can press it to reload 1 bullet, or you can hold it to reload multiple bullets. So I'm out, and I hold it. I reload pretty fast. And caps lock, which is flip stance. So whatever your flip stance button is what is cancel. You know, can cancel the rifle. So you know, pull it out, maybe fire a couple. And there's a few other things you can do as well in the enhanced version. You can press down +1 and do a low shot, where originally it's usually high. You can hold 2, and you'll do a, you know, it's just a mix-up. And of course, from down here, you can meter burn it. You know, you have to have 3 rounds in the chamber though. Just put 4 on in case I messed up. You can get 3 low shots off. And yeah, so let me show you why this move, you know, you have this move no matter what, but let me show you why you don't really want to reload it. You want to get this, the crushing blow, which allows for insane damage potential. And it's really swaggy as well, so you could be like, you know, if I wasted the ammo. You know, I could go for a combo. And it's really good damage, as you can see. Compared to this. Yeah. I do want to go over a couple more things before we do into the combos. I want to go over some, what do you call it? Crushing blows that you can get almost every game if you time it properly. So boot drop, you know, we have that. We have a cancel, so we can see that I missed my boot drop. I missed it, so then I can make it safe by doing that. Let me see if there's anything specific you have to do with it. So it says you can cancel it by doing that, so... Yeah, you can cancel it, so you do it, you can, you know. Yeah, so you can cancel it just like Rattlesnake Slide, so it's a bit easier to do. But because Rattlesnake Slides are special, you know, it's really hard to chain this. Yeah, finally getting it because I've had a break from Rattlesnake Slide. But yeah, if you land this twice, you get nice crushing blow. And look how much life they just lost. 11 and then 28%. So that's 39% of their life gone just because you landed that twice. Really strong. Just something that you should note when you play. Alright, so these are the combos I'm going to teach you. Just some basic combos to get you started. Some of them are harder than the others. They're not impossible, but they're generally very consistent. There's a few extra advanced things you can do in each of these combos to make them do more damage. But we're going to just keep it simple for this video. Alright, let's get into it. I'm going to put the notation on the screen for you, and we'll talk about them at the end of the video.
Point blank.
So that's going to be basically the end of our very first part of Erron Black. Erron Black's a very simple character on paper, but there's a lot to him, and there's a lot of different combo opportunities. There's also a lot of fun combos you can get with every variation. And do note, every combo in this video is possible, providing you have the command grab and enhanced lock and loaded. Like, you'd be crazy not to have enhanced lock and load. It's just that good. A few general tips for these combos. Do note, I do use a lot of down 3 R+1, R+2s in this combo. And that's just out of habit. If you can, only try to use one. I like using both together because, you know, I have that button free, so I can get that. And then my shit's being put away anyway, and my rifle's put away. So like here, I have my fingers are occupied on the down +3. So then I only really have to press 2. Like, but because I have my fingers free now, I can just hold up. But if you have the up, up 2, the standing 2 here, it actually makes your damage a lot less. Like, see how much that scales? Like, it goes from 50, 33. You know, if I go. See how much that scales? So it scales your combos a lot, so do keep that in mind. Just use one or the other. Especially with your, you know, your crushing blow. You know, like, say if you have your crushing blow loaded. You definitely want to only use that if you have the crushing blow loaded. But sometimes, you know, your opponent, you might whiff, and then your opponent's there. And like, you can consistently land the back 2-2-2. It just takes a little bit of practice, and especially online, you're not going to be able to land that all the time. In my experience, back 2-2 and cancelling into the command throw is your best bet. You do use a little bit of damage, but it's not much. But yeah, any questions, leave down below. In the next video, we will cover the acid attack variation.